You're not lazy, you're just disconnected from your purpose. Most people aren't lazy because they don't care. They're lazy because they've lost direction. When your life lacks meaning, your energy fades. You wake up tired, not because you've done too much, but because you've done too little of what matters. Laziness is not a character flaw, it's a signal from your mind asking for clarity. When your goals align with your values, effort becomes natural. You don't need motivation when you have meaning. Find your why, and your energy will follow. The moment you rediscover what truly matters to you, your drive will ignite again. Purpose is the spark that turns hesitation into hunger. Once you find it, laziness simply disappears. You're not tired from doing too much, you're tired from thinking too much. Overthinking drains more energy than action ever will. When you stay stuck in your head, your dreams remain trapped in hesitation. The fear of failing often feels heavier than failure itself. The cure for overthinking is simple: movement. Take one small step, even if it's imperfect. Action brings clarity, while hesitation feeds confusion. Stop waiting for the right moment to feel ready. Start, and readiness will meet you halfway. Remember, clarity doesn't come before action, it comes because of action. The mind clears once you move. Even the smallest action can change the direction of your life. You're not afraid of work, you're afraid of starting. The hardest part of any goal is taking the first step. The mind builds mountains out of moments, convincing you it's too big to begin. But once you start, the weight of resistance disappears. Progress creates motivation, not the other way around. Every big journey starts with one small act of courage. Stop waiting for the perfect plan and take the first imperfect step today. The secret is simple: motion defeats fear every single time. Once you move, the fear shrinks. Every small start builds strength, and every step forward builds belief. Starting is the hardest part, but it's also the most powerful. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Many people stay stuck because they want things to be flawless before they begin. They spend more time preparing than doing. But perfection is an illusion, and chasing it leads to paralysis. Every great achiever started messy, uncertain, and unprepared. What made them different was their willingness to begin before they felt ready. Don't aim for perfection, aim for progress. Done is better than perfect, and every finished step builds the next one. Every success story began as something imperfect. Every masterpiece started as a rough draft. The world doesn't reward perfect people, it rewards persistent ones. You're not unmotivated, you're distracted. In today's world, distraction is disguised as comfort. Endless scrolling, notifications, and noise drown your focus and kill your drive. You're not lazy for losing time, you're just surrounded by too many things fighting for your attention. To regain control, you must protect your focus like gold. Silence the noise, even for an hour a day, and direct your mind towards something meaningful. When your attention aligns with your goals, momentum returns. Focus is power, and it's yours to reclaim. Your energy flows where your attention goes. Remove distractions, and your strength will return. The less noise you allow in, the louder your purpose becomes. You're not behind, you're just comparing your path to someone else's. Comparison kills self-belief faster than failure ever could. Every person has a different timeline, a different season, a different struggle. When you measure your progress against someone else's highlight reel, you feel small. But your worth was never meant to be measured by others. Growth is personal, and every step you take counts. Stop competing and start improving. The only person you should aim to be better than is who you were yesterday. Remember that no one's success takes away from yours. Your path is unique, your pace is valid, and your time will come. Keep moving in your own direction. You can't move forward if you don't know where you're going. Many people mistake confusion for laziness. You might not be unmotivated. You might just lack direction. Without a clear target, energy has nowhere to go. That's why clarity is power. Define what you want, even if it's small. Clear purpose creates momentum, and momentum destroys stagnation. You don't need to have every answer, only a clear first step. When you give your mind direction, your drive will naturally return. Even a blurry goal is better than none. Direction gives meaning to effort, and effort builds purpose. Start small, but start with intention. Sometimes you're not lazy, you're just exhausted. Burnout often hides behind the mask of laziness. You can't pour energy into your dreams when your body and mind are empty. Rest isn't weakness, it's recovery. But remember, there's a difference between rest and escape. Rest refuels you, escape drains you. Take time to recharge, not to retreat. When you balance rest with purpose, you'll find your motivation returning stronger than before. Energy needs balance, not constant pressure. You can't perform if you never pause. Rest is part of growth. Permit yourself to breathe, and your fire will return. The smallest steps lead to the biggest transformations. You don't need to change everything overnight. The fastest way to get unstuck is to start small. When you complete one simple task, you build momentum. Momentum creates confidence, and confidence creates action. Celebrate progress, no matter how small. The mind loves reward, and every little victory strengthens belief. You're not lazy, you just need to see that progress is possible. Build small wins daily, and success will become a habit. Every small victory adds up to something massive. Tiny progress beats zero progress every time. One small win can shift your entire mindset. Motivation fades, but discipline stays. Motivation depends on emotion, and emotion changes every day. Discipline is what keeps you moving when the excitement fades. Discipline is freedom because it gives you control over your life. The more you keep promises to yourself, the more unstoppable you become. You don't need to feel inspired. You just need to start. Over time, effort becomes identity. You're not lazy, you're learning the power of consistency. Discipline turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. Discipline creates structure, and structure builds confidence. You'll never rise without routine. Build discipline, and success will follow naturally. When you find your why, the how becomes easy. Purpose gives your effort meaning. It's not about forcing yourself to work harder, it's about connecting your actions to something you truly care about. When your work aligns with your heart, it stops feeling like a chore and starts feeling like fulfillment. Purpose fuels persistence, and persistence creates transformation. Ask yourself, why does this matter to me? The moment you find that answer, your energy will rise. You're not lazy, you're just waiting to connect with something that matters. Passion fuels effort, and purpose gives it direction. Without purpose, effort fades. With it, everything flows naturally. You're not broken, you're just waiting to begin again. Being stuck is temporary. Every person who's ever achieved greatness has felt the same. What matters is that you rise, even slowly. Progress is movement, no matter how small. Forgive yourself for the time you've lost, but don't waste another second doubting your potential. Start now, not tomorrow. Take one step and then another. Momentum will follow. You're not lazy, you're becoming aware. And awareness is the first step toward freedom, focus, and growth. The moment you move, everything changes. Keep going, because you're not starting over. You're starting wiser. Your comeback begins today.